Looks like everyone is connected. So welcome to our monthly meeting. We're really excited to have everyone here. Tonight, we're going to be talking about why you should hire a doula. I think it's a topic we don't talk about a whole lot, but it is something that's really interesting and I think will help with a lot of questions people have. If quickly, while we're chatting, you can just throw in the chat at the bottom of your screen whether you would like to stay for the breakout rooms afterwards so that those can be set up and ready to go at the end of the presentation. We would really appreciate that. We are really excited to share some of our feelings about why you should hire a doula. And so we are going to start with, so she's got the agenda. Yeah, okay, we'll start with Heidi. She is a postpartum doula on our team, and I'll let her take it away.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. Something that I'd like to talk about in terms of why hire a doula is for mental health reasons. So I just want to say a quick blurb about when you have your baby. There's a time period, right after you bring baby home till about 1 or 2 weeks, sometimes even as long as 3 weeks, what we call the baby blues time. I'm sure you've heard of it. And the baby blues are sort of mood swings, and sometimes you cry and you're feeling super exhausted. And that is normal. That's hormonal, that's lack of sleep, and it's tough, but that's normal and expected. Whereas if symptoms of anxiety or sadness or difficulty just taking care of yourself or baby go on longer than those first few weeks, then we're more concerned about a postpartum mood disorder like anxiety or depression. And that's where you definitely want to quickly get in touch with your healthcare provider. And they have, there are options like counseling and medication that's very helpful. But the most important prevention and treatment for postpartum mood disorders is number one, support. And so that's my long way of coming around to saying why hire a doula for your mental health, because support and sleep and good diet and getting exercise are all sort of these really big non-medical ways of treating and preventing postpartum mood disorders. So that's what we do as doulas. We provide support. So we provide the support for you to get sleep, whether that's an overnight shift or holding your baby or allowing us to, be the caregivers while you go out and get some exercise or do some self-care or something for yourself. Also, we're there to make sure that you're eating well. In those early days, doulas are saying, have you had a snack? Can I bring you a snack? Have you had breakfast? Have you had lunch? Can we put some good snacks in your fridge? Can we cut up some veggies or some fruit? Can we get a yummy dinner started for you? Can we just cut up some vegetables so it's easier for you to prepare a good meal that evening? So that's my little tip on why hire a doula for your mental health. And good support doesn't necessarily have to be from a doula, but that's what we do. So I'm going to pass on for the next reason to hire a doula to Christine, who's also a postpartum and birth doula on the team. Here she goes.
Hello there, everybody. I'm Christine, and my tip is going to, or my reason to hire a doula is going to really connect well with probably everybody's reason. And my reason is the awe factor. If you're in birth and you've hired a birth doula, that doula walks in the door of the hospital or wherever you're having your baby, and that feeling of, somebody is here to support me, that's going to help me to feel better, that's going to teach us how to do this together. And there is nothing quite like that feeling of somebody's got me, somebody knows how to help me. And the same for postpartum care. So when your doula walks in, I love a welcome home shift. So you get home from hospital and your doula is there shortly thereafter to just help you to settle in, make that transition, and help you build your confidence as a parent, whether it's feeding issues or that time you need to sleep. They walk in and it's that, oh, my doula is here to help me. Even you might be getting a bunch of conflicting advice from many different sources in your life. Your doula walks in, oh, this is the person that can answer my question. And if we don't know the answer, we'll ask the team. And we always get some really good responses from the team. So it's great to have that team backing all of us as well. So I hope you enjoy having your doula for the factor. And I'll just pass it on to Amanda Kennedy, a postpartum doula on the team, and a whole bunch of other things.
Thank you, Christine. I love that because I think I've audibly heard people make that sound when I've showed up, and I'm sure everyone on our team has, and it's a wonderful sound. What I'm going to talk about is actually a little bit more about our team as a whole. One of the reasons I love Helping Hands and joined Helping Hands was to do this as a team. And for new families, I think the best reason to hire a doula, but also a team of doulas is, as you mentioned, that ability to have all of these people supporting you. And, at a shift, yes, you have one of us present, but we have access to all the brains of our team and experiences, and babies are a lot of work in brainstorming and troubleshooting sometimes, and having all of those brains working for you when you are exhausted and sleep deprived and don't want to think and don't need to think is a great resource that we bring, as well as supporting one another and helping each other with things that happen. I always tell people when they talk to me, sometimes you'll hear my voice on the phone when you're calling about support, that we work together tirelessly for a seamless continuity of care between our doulas. And it is quite remarkable the amount of time we spend supporting one another in supporting you. So I think our team approach is a really fantastic reason to hire our team of doulas. I am going to pass it on to Maria, another postpartum on our team.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. It's so nice to hear everybody's suggestions. So mine is why hire overnight support. So I specialize in overnight support. So I like to go to people's houses and help them overnight, help them get some sleep, and help them feel good about, having somebody that knows what they're doing, has the skills and the training to sort of watch your baby while you can get a nice full night's sleep. So that may look like, supporting somebody while they're breastfeeding at night, or just bottle feeding so that parents can get that full night of sleep. And I think that it's so important because sleep deprivation is a real thing, and a lot of people struggle without sleep. And so if you can have that peace of mind to know, I have somebody coming who knows what they're doing and can help me get some sleep. I think in the morning when people wake up, the level of rest that they have is huge, and allows them to then be ready for the rest of the day and to properly take care of their baby without feeling too exhausted. And so that's why I think overnight support is very important, and a huge bonus for parents who are new and are obviously sleep deprived and need that little extra help. I look forward to meeting you in the breakout rooms. I'll pass it on to Mandy.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Mandy, and I'm also a postpartum doula in the team. And I'm going to talk about the informational support that we provide. And we doulas, we all completed a training that covers many different topics. And in these trainings, we all learned how to support families in the best possible way. And it's also important for us to continually educate ourselves. So we not only have ongoing training, we also have experience from working with many parents and many babies. And so we have learned to deal with a wide variety of situations, and we can adapt our support to the family's circumstances. And another advantage of hiring a doula is what Amanda talked about, that we communicate a lot with each other. So you not only get the knowledge and experience and information from one doula, you get it from the whole team. So why hire a doula? Because we would like to share this knowledge that we have with you. And what may be a challenge for you is something that we deal with all the time. And we will show you how you can make everyday life with your baby easier. And we have a lot of tricks and different tips that you might not be able to find on Google. And yeah, if we can, we also provide different resources, different informations. And our goal is to accompany you on your journey, so that after a while you have the self-confidence and the informations to get along well on your own. And I pass it on to Laura.
Thanks, Mandy. Good evening, everyone. As we continue to talk about why hire a doula, I will be sharing a little bit about how we can support with feeding. So I do want to emphasize that we support all types of feeding. To name a few, that might be breast or chest feeding, bottle feeding with formula or pumped breast milk, or a combination of these, or other methods as well, like cup feeding or tube feeding, etc. So as an example of what this could look like, I'll focus on breastfeeding. And so it's not uncommon for there to be a bit of a learning curve when it comes to breastfeeding your baby. And your doula can help with the immediate needs by assisting with positioning to encourage a deeper latch. Perhaps you had a C-section or are larger breasted, or maybe you have multiples. Whatever your situation, your doula can provide tips and suggestions to aid in your comfort and also to help with the effectiveness of that feed. We can also help you learn your baby's hunger cues, or give you different strategies for how to burp your little one, or get those gas bubbles out in other ways, or just provide information on what you can expect. As an example, it's normal for your baby to lose 7 to 10% of their birth weight right after birth before they start to gain that weight back consistently. I also wanted to share that we can refer you to support groups or our amazing lactation consultant for any additional needs or support. But most importantly, we are there to help you build your confidence and your capacity and to encourage and validate you. And now I'll pass it on to Sharon.
Sharon, you need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Sometimes people think they hear me too much. So I'm going to speak tonight about why partners enjoy the benefit of hiring a doula. So I'll start with during the birth. A lot of times the partners really don't know what is happening. They want to support their birthing parent, but they're almost like a deer in the headlights. They don't know what to do. The hospital staff or the midwife is coming in and out, and they really don't know what they can do to help. And we are not there to take over your job. We are there to encourage you, to give you tips and tricks to make the birthing parent more comfortable and explain to you what's going on. So a lot of support parents really enjoy having the doula there at the birth. As far as when we come home, I'm a postpartum doula, and I love to come home. I'm finding more and more support parents are very involved and active in the baby care and the support of the mom. Mostly long gone are the days where, all the dad did was change a diaper. So we are there as on-the-job trainers. And as we're teaching all kinds of things to the mom, like we've been mentioning, breastfeeding. There's many positions with breastfeeding, getting mom comfortable with pillows. And when we're not there, the support partner is there to help mom change sides, to help with burping, to change the diaper in a good way, in a quick way. They're also involved in bathing, skin to skin to keep the baby comfortable. And we share the information with both parents. We're happy to include the support parent in all of the conversations that we have to give you the tips and tricks to fill up your toolbox with all kinds of ideas and suggestions for ways that you can do effective parenting. And we also find that the support parent is really crucial in caring for the birth parent. So you're really looking for a support parent who can keep track of feedings, pain meds for mom, has mom had a snack, when is she eaten. The support parent is really very vital at the beginning, and really can bond a lot with the baby and with the birth parent. And it really does help in recovery for the birth parent when the support parent is involved. So I think I haven't had a support parent who said, "Oh, we don't need you." They are just as she's here as the birth parent, and especially if it's been a challenging day and mom's exhausted and baby's unhappy, and the support parent is, "I can't handle the two of them crying at the same time. You have to help me." And so we're there to take that stress away. And like Mandy said, we do overnights a lot. And the good thing is that gives you the chance to get a whole night's sleep. And then you're really able to support the birth parent over the next 18 hours when we're not there. So it just allows everybody to recover. And between baby, mom, and support parent, we're hoping that we are getting you on a good footing, working ourselves out of a job because we have given you guys the tools and confidence to go forward, and not just get through this time, but actually enjoy this time with your newborn. So that is my my little message to support parents, that we're here for you and we share the information. So please join in. We love it when we see the support parent active in the whole family dynamic. So I think we are going back to Amanda. She is going to get us all set up for our breakout rooms, and I really look forward to meeting you guys more individually in the breakout rooms. And please, if you have any questions, we are here to answer those for you tonight. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sharon. That was excellent. That was a fantastic way to end. We are going to move on to our breakout rooms now. So you will have your own breakout room. You'll get a chance to chat with everyone, hopefully, and the doulas will move from each room, and you'll stay where you are. If you've gone now, that's totally fine. Go ahead. But please put your camera on so that we can see you as well. It isn't recorded. Have fun.